ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Action out of the AAA International League in this one. It's the Indianapolis Indians taking on the Gwinnett Stripers. First pitch coming your way next. And we are just about set to go. And starting in this one, Bryce Elder. You can see from the numbers that he's done a good job limiting opposing batters this season. They're hitting under 250 against him. It's not all about the strikeouts when you do that. You have to move your pitches around, mix speeds, and keep hitters off balance. He'll do well if he can execute like that in this one. Oh, 0-1, here's the pitch. And that drops in for a strike.
2 strikes.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. So up next, Tsung-Che Cheng. There's a strike. Elder, a former All-Star. He throws a sinker, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a four-seamer. And the 0-1 now. On the ground. Steps on first for the out.
That is third. The first baseman, number 2, Connor Joe.
Base is empty with 2 out. And now the first baseman, Connor Joe. And he has struggled this year. Foul ball there. Blasted to left, way back and way gone. Made the hurdler pay for that one. 6th homer of the season. It's 1-0. He's gone deep in back-to-back games, and his timing looks pretty good at the plate right now. Clearly seeing the ball well. That's a great job of recognizing the breaking ball. Even better, he didn't jump too early at a hanger over the middle. Instead, he stayed back and got every bit of it. 2 away here, nobody on. And now it's going to be Nick Gonzalez. Into the outfield, base hit. That was over in a hurry. Efficient way to get a hit. Wasn't a bad slider, well located for sure, but he showed great discipline, didn't try to pull it, and put a good swing on it. Impressive hitting at this level, and we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first. Digging in, Jason DeLay. Ball 1 there.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Gonzalez leads off of first with 2 away. And there's a breaking ball that drops in. Puts it in the air to center on the way over. Makes the call and the grab. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on the solo shot. It's now 1-0. We're back here at the ballpark. Today's starting pitcher, Bailey Falter. Here's the book on him. Quite the strikeout-to-walk ratio he's posted this season, better than 4-1. That is elite control, and it usually leads to a whole lot of success when you can avoid beating yourself with walks. Obviously, you need to limit hits as well, but he's showing some high-level skills on the mound. Here's a speed threat, number 22. Slider misses away. And now 2-0. This out to center. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting second, the second baseman.
Now at the plate, the second baseman, number 5. Switch hitter, batting righty against the lefty on the mound. And a curve misses outside. Late on that fastball. Textbook pitching. Slowed him down with the curve, then blew the fastball by him after he adjusted to the lower velo. Great work. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. 1 out and the base is empty. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. That goes to show you the kind of confidence he has in that pitch. Most pitchers at this level would have gone to the heater on 3-2. David Fletcher stands in now. Looks at that one inside. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1. He reached back and blew the high heat by him. Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that. And now 2-1.
2 balls,
2 outs, base is empty. Gets that fastball by the swing upstairs. I know it was a hitter's count, but no need to get so aggressive and chase something you can't do much with. Gotta do better. Good eye there. What a take with 2 strikes. Fly ball out to right. Ladd under it. Makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We head to the second. The Indians out front here, 1-0. All set for the start of this inning. Now it's the right fielder, Houston Ladd. Ladd, the number 6 hitter in today's lineup, and he was a second-round pick in 2024. That one misses, and that's ball 1. And another ball. The 2-0. Good eye on that pitch. Here's the 3-0. That clips the corner. With a sinker in the arsenal, I wouldn't expect him to throw many more high fastballs. That's not one of his primary locations. Much more likely to work around the knees. Swing and a miss. Full count now. That sinking fastball looks really hittable out of the hand, but the late movement just makes it dive under the bat. He goes down looking. The center fielder digs in now.
Nope.
Just missed.
Ball 1.
Grounder to the left side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that's a one-out single. Here's the left fielder, Gilberto Celestino. That one fouled off. On the ground to third, might be 2. Goes to second for 1. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We go to the bottom of the second inning. The Indians out front, 1-0. Bottom of the inning, and now the first baseman.
The first baseman, Legend.
That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Fouled off. He was late. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Nice take. Pitch misses, and the count's even at 2. Now this is belted to right. It's back there. And caught on the warning track. What an effort there, running back to the track and making a leaping grab for the out. Highlight reel material. So digging in, Michael Reed. Struggling in the clutch lately, hitting beneath the Mendoza line with teammates in scoring position this month.
Counts 1-0.
The Indians leading by 1, bottom half of the second inning. Off the mark there, and that's ball 2. Right through there for a strike. That slider really locked the hitter up. Nice job on the mound to tunnel it well and make the decision hard. This one lifted in the air, left field. Out number 2. Just a shade too early with the swing, and the mechanics might have broken down a bit. He needs to try to put that up the middle instead of yanking it to the pull side. And here's the catcher. Way outside. Ball 1. Grounder up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. And they get the out. Offense held in check here. We're at the end of 2. The Indians with the lead, 1-0. We move on to the third inning. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Bailey Falter. So easy to look at the big contributors in this lineup, but this has been a strong producer all season long. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Fastball for a strike. They try to get a chase on a slider down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Ground ball up the middle. Fletcher gets it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, number 7.
Mitch Jebb, the next to hit. Went down on strikes the first time through. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Bouncer out to short. Sends it across to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, shortstop, Chang.
Base is empty with 2 out. And now, Sung-Jae Chang, 0 for 1. That misses the zone. Ball 1. And another ball. This is part of why he's been on such a tear lately. He's doing a good job working the count, giving himself an edge. The 2-1 pitch. Bouncing ball here rolls foul. Ground ball right side and handles that one. There with plenty of time. Inning over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Moving on now to the home half of the 3rd inning. The Indians on top, 1-0. We're back here at the ballpark. All set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the 3rd baseman, number 25. First pitch, not close. And the slider just misses. He placed that slider just about perfectly, but credit to the hitter. He was wise to lay off it. That's in there. That's strike 1. Pop-up foul on the right side. Joe gets under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting 8, the left fielder, Steven Paulini.
The left fielder will hit next. Doing a fine job at the plate recently, working on an 8-game hitting streak. And a big swing and a miss. Gotta stay back and track that left-on-left breaking ball, or you'll struggle with it. This one in the air to right. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2.
Batting 9, the pitcher,
Bryce Elder getting ready to hit. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1. And swing and a miss. Quickly in a 2-strike count. We'll see how aggressive he is at the plate. 2 down and nobody aboard here in the back end of the 3rd inning. And goes down on strikes. And that's the inning. 9 straight set down here to start the game. The Indians have the edge, 1-0. So up next, Connor Joe.
The first baseman, number 2, Connor Joe.
He swings and fouls one off. And it's strike two.
0-2 is the count.
Here's a grounder up the middle. Fletcher fires to first on the run. Oh, nice play.
Now batting, second baseman, Nick Gonzalez.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Nick Gonzalez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Close one, but doesn't get the call. That misses the zone. 2 balls, no strikes. And that one clips the corner. Gets the slider in there for a strike. Moving through the lineup again, it's important to have your secondary pitches working for you. Seems like he's got good command of them right now. Here comes the 2-2. Fights it off, we'll see another. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swings through that one for a strikeout.
The catcher.
Base is empty with 2 out. Here's the catcher, Jason DeLay. Grounds this one to short. Fletcher. There with plenty of time. Inning over. So they make short work of them there. Midway through the 4th, the Indians lead it 1-0. Bottom of the 4th, here's the center fielder, number 22. And he's got really good wheels. One of those skills you really can't teach. Good eye on that pitch. Not only does he have excellent speed, but it's the effort that catches your eye. That speed benefits him on the base paths and on defense. Teams always want players who can turn and burn out there. 1-1 pitch fouled away. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And that's in the dirt. Bounces this one to second. Gonzalez. The throw to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Now back, second baseman, Cal Godwin.
The second baseman digs in now. Struck out swinging in the first AB. And a curve misses outside. Home team down by 1. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. On the ground to third. And that's just foul. Here's the 1-1. Sliced down the right side. One-two pitch. That's inside. Punches that one away with 2 strikes. On the ground to third, Jed. Throws across the diamond, and quickly 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, David.
And now the shortstop, David Fletcher. And he's just a terrific defender. Not a lot of minor leaguers who can handle themselves in the field like he does. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. In Double-A, Triple-A, you'll sometimes see some absolutely laughable defense. I once saw 3 errors with the bases loaded, and it's a fair ball down the right field line. Should roll for a while. He turns and heads for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position. That one was served in a punch bowl right down the middle, and he regretted it as soon as it left his hand. Two away and a runner in scoring position here. And next, the cleanup hitter. And that one fouled off. Up and in. Late on that fastball. Fletcher at second, 2 away. Got the batter swinging for the K. Play made, that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. We've played 4 full. The Indians out front here, 1-0. We're ready for the 5th inning. Now at the dish, Houston Ladd.
Houston Ladd.
That one in there. That's strike 1. That's a little bit low. The 1-1 offering. Swing and a foul straight back. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. One and 2, here's the pitch. And another ball. On the ground to third. Oh, gloves it. Gathers and throws. Fine play in the hole for the out.
The center fielder, number 10, line 1.
The center fielder now at the plate. That one misses, and it's 1-0. And that's outside. Bounces this one to the right side and handles this chance. Sends it to first. First 2 batters retired in the top of the 5th.
Now batting, left fielder, Gilberto.
Now the left fielder, Gilberto Celestino, hit into a double play the first time around. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. Celestino, 26 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. The next offering misses. 1-1. That's down and in. That one misses. And now 3 balls, 1 strike. Pretty unusual seeing him fall behind in the count like this. He could give up his first walk here. And the 3-1.
We got a full count.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Bounce to the left side. 3 up and 3 down, inning over. It's a 1-2-3 inning, but they still lead it 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, the switch hitting outfielder, Michael Reed.
Number 61.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Base hit into the outfield. Off to a good start with the leadoff knock.
Now batting, the catcher.
Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and I don't think that one is going to break up his rhythm too much. Gotta say, he's been terrific with his command in this one. No outs, runner at first. And here's the catcher, 0 for 1 so far. And the slider just misses. Swing and a high fly ball. Sailing towards left center field. Pretty deep. To the warning track. Makes the catch. What an effort he put in on that play. Covered a ton of ground and saved extra bases with the catch. On the mound, he might want to take a second before throwing this next pitch to give him a break. The batter now, the third baseman, number 25. First time up was a pop-out. Laser for a base hit. Lead runners around second, and they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. He was ready to go on the first pitch, and it paid off. That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle, a hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. The tying run at third base, but for where the inning-ending double play, they have to find a way to bring him home. 1 down. The left fielder will hit next. And this pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Deep drive down the line, foul ball. Here comes the 1-1. Late on that fastball. In this spot, he knows he has to execute. Looking for either a strikeout or a double play. And now the 1-2. Fights that one off, will reset and do it again. A little inside conscious now, and maybe the pitcher will target the outer half of the plate. Got him looking, and he did not like that call. And he has to do a better job with situational hitting. They were so far back that a grounder would have most likely tied this ball game. But he goes down looking, and now they need a 2-out hit to draw even. Bryce Elder getting ready to hit. Struck out swinging the first time. Right through there for a strike. The Indians up by a run, bottom half of the fifth. Strike two. Even with the run-scoring chance here, you have to stay aggressive and attack the zone, knowing that it's a pitcher at the plate. And he grounds it to the right side. Gonzalez out with room to spare, and that's the inning. So they've been held scoreless through 5. The Indians on top here, 1-0. We're back here at the ballpark, and now the pitcher, Bailey Falter.
Bailey Falter.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Barehand grab on the money. Nice play.
The batter, number 7.
Now the third baseman, Mitch Jebb. Out to center. Makes the grab. 2 down.
The batter, the shortstop.
Base is empty with 2 out. Tung-Chae Chang, the next to hit. That missed inside. 1-0. Two down and nobody aboard, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Base hit. Nice job to knock that one back up the middle for a base hit. That's exactly the kind of approach prospect evaluators like to see. Now a chance for Connor Joe. So far, his solo homer earlier in this ballgame represents the entire scoring output from both teams. Really shows how good the pitching has been in this one. Elder hits to first, back safely. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That 2-out single may prove critical, especially now that the 3, 4, 5 hitters may have a chance to do some damage. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw there, safe. This is a classic steal situation with 2 outs. If you get thrown out, the batter will just lead off the next inning. But because they got the steal, he could knock in a run with a hit to the outfield. Oh, doesn't get the call. Some excellent pitching in this one. He's commanding everything very well. That one was in a location that wasn't going to come back to bite him. Chang on at second with 2 away. In the air, right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Here comes the throw. Not in time. Runner safe. And a run comes in to score. Nice job to drive in the run. You talk about strong hands. He's got them. That one was inside, and it got pretty deep in the zone. And he's still got good wood on the ball for the hit to the opposite field. 2 away and a runner at first. Here's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. 1 for 2. Foul ball there. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. Movement in the bullpen. Number 1, getting loose out there. Number 24, getting loose as well. Got the batter swinging. Slider ran away for strike 3 there. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 2-0 ball game. We'll move on to the bottom of the 6th. And now the center fielder, number 22. That's in there, and it's 0-1. It's been a good outing so far on the hill, but he's not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. If he doesn't get a little more efficient, things could go south. And the 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Just missing there. And another ball. No reason to get over-aggressive in this 3-ball count. They've been really quiet at the plate, so they need base runners first and foremost. And it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. The 3-2 pitch. Back and a miss. That's a strikeout.
The batter, number 5.
The second baseman now at the plate. Fastball in for a strike. A lot of hittable pitches being taken right now. He's not exactly an ace, so you'd expect the hitters to be a bit more aggressive on mistake pitches. The next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one fouled off. Ground ball to the right side and handles that one. Slings to first. Pitcher gets to the bag for the out. That's some excellent range he showed at second base on that play. He had to go way into shallow right field, then get into a good position to throw to first for the out. Very impressive. So 2 down now, and here at the plate, David Fletcher. First pitch, that's in for a strike. In the air out to right. Ladd has this one sized up. Gets there. Got it. 7th inning up next. Welcome back. We're in the 7th inning, and we have a new pitcher on the mound. Number 1. He has not given up a lot of homers this year. Opposing lineups can't rely on the long ball to score runs against him. Here's the catcher, Jason DeLay.
Jason DeLay.
Swing and a foul straight back. Bashes this one to deep left center. And it's into the gap. He makes the turn and digs for second base. And it's a leadoff double to start the seventh. That's about as well as you can hit one on the inner half. Placed it perfectly in the gap with loud contact and earned the two-bagger. Houston Ladd will hit next. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. That one clips the corner. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top half of the seventh. Line drive. That's down, a base hit. And now a wide throw to third.
The center fielder, number 10, Lonnie.
The center fielder getting ready to hit. And that's outside. Ball one. Runners on the corners, nobody out. And fires in a heater at 95. That one called a strike. Now 1-2. Couple of ways the pitcher can succeed here. He can either get the strikeout or induce a double play.
That's ball two.
Gets him swinging. And now, Gilberto Celestino.
The left fielder, Gilberto Celestino.
They try to get a chase on a slider down and away. This hitter needs to be aware that the pitcher's trying to get him to put it on the ground and get the double play ball. If he's smart, he'll be hunting something up in the zone. And that drops in for a strike. On the ground, 2-ball. Quick feed to second for 1. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. So it's no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner stranded. Time to stretch. The Indians on top, 2-0. Hope you had a good stretch at home, set for the last half of the seventh. And here's the first baseman, number 28. And that's in for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Carmen Majinski preparing to come on if needed. Selby also getting ready. Oh, 1 now. Fouled off. He was late. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
And the slider just misses. Well, he's held them in check so far, but with his pitch count climbing, this could be his last inning. To the right side, Gonzalez. One away now in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, number 61.
And now the right fielder, Michael Reed. Right through there for a strike. This has been a solid outing for him, and a lot of that is because he keeps pounding the zone like he did with that low fastball. He swings and fouls one off. Oh, 0-2 now. Ground ball to second. Gonzalez. Over to first. And quickly 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Michael De La Cruz.
And here's the catcher. Just missed. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. Foul ball there. The Stripers trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 7th, just past the stretch. The other way. Oh, great stop. Throw from the knees, and that is a nice play to end the inning. Making it look easy at second. Let's take another look at this one. That's going to get you some high fives in the dugout. Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off. Dominic Smith. Surprising to see them go with a pitcher off the bench in this spot, particularly since they're not out of available hitters. Right down the chute. That one is absolutely pummeled. It's got a chance. It clanks off the foul pole. That's a homer. It just got out of here. 4th home run of the season. And they add to their lead. It's 3-0. They are feeling great right now. Already out in front. Then they add that homer. Pinch hit homer is more difficult than many fans would imagine. You're coming in cold, you're not in rhythm, and you have to deliver right away. Nice hitting right there. Batting order turns over. Next up, Mitch Jebb. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Swing and a ball popped up. And there's one down. Well, he got a lollipop of a breaking ball, and he came out of his mechanics for sure. Not a great swing, and that led to the pop-up. So digging in, Tsung-Che Cheng, 1 for 3. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
1 run in the inning so far, and we're in the top of the 8th. In there at the knees, and it's 0-2. Started out hard in, then went soft away, and now the hitter's got to battle down 0-2. Hard for him to know what's coming next. That's outside. Now 1-2. Try to get him chasing on the changeup. Wouldn't chase that time. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. 2 down. Base is empty with 2 out. Connor Joe digs in now. He's already gone yard in this game. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. And another ball. After those 2 pitches, it's clear he wants no piece of this batter. At the plate, he needs to stay patient and not chase something just to swing. That one is upstairs. Next pitch in for a strike. 3-1. 2 outs and nobody aboard. Hard ground ball, that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. And he continues this huge game, even if that one did stay in the yard. What a performance. So a runner aboard. Now it's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. And the slider just misses. The 1-0 pitch. And that's too hot. And it's 2-1. Used to be that you could sit on a fastball anytime you got to 2-0. Not anymore. Pitchers have so much confidence in their off-speed stuff these days. 2-1 pitch. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Joe leads off of first with 2 out. They try to get a chase on a slider down and away. The runner will be going here on 3-2, but the hitter has to stay focused on the pitch and not get distracted. Battling here, fouls it away. Another full count pitch. Swings and misses. The high heat, too much on that one. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 3-0. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Carmen Majinski. Last pitch 2 days ago.
Majinski.
Now, the third baseman, number 25.
The third baseman, number 25.
Pitch misses inside. And that's ball 1. Majinski, 6'2" righty. He works with a 4-seam fastball, a slurve, a changeup, and occasionally mixes in a cutter. 1-0 pitch.
Nope.
Getting squeezed a bit here in the late going. Good eye on that pitch.
3 balls, no strikes.
Here's the 3-0. Not a great showing from their offense so far. One of these hitters has to find a way to spark something and get them some runs. 3-1 pitch. And ball 4, missed down low.
Leading up for the strikers, the left fielder, Steven Paulini.
And fires in a heater at 95. With the leadoff hitter aboard, the pitcher is looking to cut down that threat. Maybe a ground ball can help them get him off the bases, maybe even a double play. And 1-2.
2 strikes.
Runner at first, nobody out. And that one hammered. That's back there. Bangs off the wall. Coming around third. Relay, throw home. Headfirst slide, safe at the plate. And it's now a 2-run game. Fell behind in the count with 2 strikes, but didn't panic and picked up the hit. And he just missed hitting that one out of here. Sure seemed like it had enough pop off the bat. Just didn't get it at the right launch angle. Great swing, though. Pinch hitter coming on, number 79. And since he represents the tying run, he might try to swing for the fences and even it up on a pitch he thinks he can drive. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. With the tying run at the dish here in the bottom half of the 8th. Next pitch misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Nope. That's inside.
This one the other way. Makes the catch. 1 down. I'm sure he's disappointed after he didn't get the hit on that line out, but that's great contact. The next time he hits it like that, I bet it works out better. Next to hit, the center fielder, number 22. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
That just missed. With first base open, the hitter might be expecting a quick walk, but you have to stay ready in case a hittable pitch comes over. And another ball. I feel like he was itching to swing at that one. He might be feeling a bit disappointed at not being challenged. The second baseman, up next. And the 3-0 finds the zone. Three and 1, couldn't come up with it.
Now batting.
1 out and 2 on. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Definitely wants to avoid hitting an easy bouncer here. A grounder in the infield should be an inning-ending double play. First pitch misses, ball 1. Gut check time for him on the mound. I'm interested to see how he handles this situation. And that drops in for a strike. Runners at first and second with 1 out. That one fouled off. Next one misses. 2 and 2. Impeccable discipline to lay off of that one. Wow. Grounder left side, down the line, and it's foul. Looked like he was a little behind on the fastball. Might have been trying to sit back for the breaking ball. Pitch misses there. And the count's full. David Fletcher in the on-deck circle. And And that's a walk.
Now batting, shortstop.
So with one away, the bases are loaded. David Fletcher, the next to hit. This is a prime opportunity right here. That one a little bit high. Already in trouble in this one, and now he's fallen behind in the count. Wouldn't be surprising to see the hitter get a little extra aggressive, knowing he needs to come over the heart of the plate.
1-1.
In the air, out towards right center. Base hit into the outfield. One runs in, coming to the plate. The relay, safe. And it's a tie game here in the 8th. You love to see concentration like that. Big spot, high crowd energy, and he maintains focus and delivers with a great swing. Jackson Wolf into the game. And he's been very good at pounding the strike zone this year. Batters who face him have to earn their way on base. One away, runners at the corners here. And next, the cleanup hitter. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike. Meanwhile, some activity in the bullpen. Number 57, up and loosening in the pen. Selby warming up as well. First and third, one away. The next offering misses. And the count, 1-2. Rolls away a little bit. Count now 2-2 as the runners hold. Got the strikeout looking. That is a frustrating call for a hitter. That is a critical call right there, and the pitcher is fully aware he got lucky. That umpire knows there will be some commentary coming his way from the dugout after that called third strike. Now it's the right fielder, Michael Reed. He swings and fouls one off. Now a fly ball to right center. It gets down, a base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's 4-3. Runners on the corners and two out. And the next batter, the catcher, number 94. And you'd have to think that a breakthrough might be coming here.
That's a
First
ball.
offering misses the mark. Lefty from the stretch with runners on the corners. Swing and a miss, chases that one, darting out of the zone.
1-1.
Wouldn't chase that time. Advantage to the hitter right now. He's got runners on and a friendly count, so he should be aggressive on this next pitch. That one hammered but pulled foul. Runners on first and third, two away. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one's too high. No room to walk this hitter, so I'd expect something fairly hittable. The third baseman to bat next. Fights the two-strike pitch off to the right. And that one is foul. We'll try again. And they're all loaded up.
Take the base.
Two gone and the base is loaded. The third baseman will hit next. It clips the corner. That's a great approach with the bases loaded. He did well to get a strike and get ahead in the count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. In the air, deep to right field. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. 4 runs in the inning. They've jumped in front through 8 full. The Stripers have the lead, 4-3. A discussion happening at home plate now, and I think they're making a double switch. Now on the bump, Nabil Krismat. Closing is a very tough job, but he seems to have the organization's trust already. If he shows out at this level, they'll probably give him a shot to do it at a higher level, too.
Number 13.
Well, it's a 1-run ball game. Stepping in, Jason DeLay.
The catcher, number 55, Jason DeLay.
In the air to center. The center fielder settles under this one. Makes the catch.
The right fielder, number 13.
He's 2 outs away. Houston Ladd now at the plate. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. A 1-run lead here in the top of the 9th. That one misses low. Movement in the bullpen. Jackson Stevens appears to be getting loose. Hoping to put the tying run aboard. And the count 1-2. After 2 straight changeups, it's not terribly likely that we'll get a third in a row here. 1-2 offering. Swings through it, and that's a K. So it's their last chance of the ball game. Here's the center fielder, number 10. In for a strike. It's 0-1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th inning. That misses. And 1-1 now. Krismat is just 1 strike away. Fly to center, and that ought to do it. And that's the ball game. (4-3) our final score. So they hang on to win it by a run. For our whole outstanding crew here at the show, I'm Ben Gelman. We'll see you soon.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Gwinnett Strikers, 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors. They left 6 runners on base. For Indianapolis, 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 6 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 4 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.